All right, good morning, everybody. It is 8:30 a.m. EST, and this is the Cowboy, and we are starting the live lab. So let's jump into the charts and into the data. We're going to see what's going on in Z markets. Let me take a quick look at the data today. I think we do have some information. It's probably going to be a slow couple of days in the market, just so you understand that Wednesday is the FOMC. So Wednesday is the day that the whole world is looking at in finance right now, where they're looking at whether or not the Federal Reserve is going to change the federal funds rate. And of course, the federal funds rate is basically, like it determines all the interest rates in the U.S. and it really has a profound effect on the interest rates around the world. So, knowing that information would be like just the $1 million question, right? Are they going to hike rates? Are they going to cut rates? And even if they don't do anything to rates, they oftentimes will still push the market around because they have the opportunity to do that. All right. So right now we did just have some data come out, retail sales and core retail sales. They both came out, one a little hot, one a little cold, not too far from estimates. So kind of a nothing burger. You'll see a little bit of money hit the market on that. Canada's CPI just hit. So you're probably going to see some action on that. A little bit of action on the euro. Looks like the euro is, just going to move a little bit. Nothing big. It's been ranging. Probably a lot of stuff's been ranging the past couple of days and probably will continue to range. And ranging means the price just goes back and forth in a general area. And right now, that's not really changing. I mean, a little bit popped up a little bit overnight, right back down into that range. And I don't expect that to change. And if it does change, then it probably won't change very much. Not until tomorrow. I expect the market to slow down quite a lot today. I would not be taking any trades today outside of just kind of shorting and longing the top of this range, right? That's what I would do if I were going to trade it. Even then, not always a successful thing because price did pop above that. Not the best time to trade. I probably will simply leave the markets alone. If I can see a little volatility in Bitcoin, maybe I'll trade. If somehow this news this morning brings some volatility, maybe there's a look. But even with the USD CAD, where the CPI just came out, I think we're going to be seeing, you see this volatility right now, but you can see it was doing like everything else. It was just ranging overnight. And right now it hasn't even broken out of its range. A little bit, depending on how you draw it. But essentially, price is still relatively in that area. It's broken out up top here, and there's this bit of price action that it has to break past in order to be, out of that range. So really, not a lot going on in the markets. It's just going to be quiet, and that's what that is. Let's take a quick look at the corn, the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, it did move down more or less as I thought it would. I thought it might grab liquidity first. That was just one idea. I didn't trade this or predict that, but I did predict a move down into the area, and it didn't even make it all the way down into that area, right? It ranged, popped back up. So, and these are old liquidity nodes. They're no longer valid as far as I know. So let's jump over and take a quick look at liquidity and see what we can drag out and see if we can just get ourselves an idea of where price might go in the next several hours. This is the Kingfisher.io, just kind of showing you how you can get some free credits on there. There is a link to this in the description. And right now, most liquidity is on the bottom side. That's 55,500 up to about 60,000. What does that mean? Well, let's erase this Fibonacci. So you got 55,500, which is down about here, up to 60,000. That's a pretty big, that's not right. Let's go ahead and review that. Up to 56,000. Okay, that makes sense. So right up to here, there's a pretty decent sized amount of liquidity. That's the closest larger node of liquidity where price might want to go there. You can see where it spikes up right here. There's a little bit below that, and then there's a little tiny bit topside going from about 59,800 to 59,000. It's basically 60,000. So 59.8 to 60,000. We can throw that up here. So here you go. Right about there. So price may grab that little bit up here because price right now seems to want to go up. There's this bit of price action back here that's influencing things. There's liquidity from that. There's also this liquidity note on the Kingfisher. What that means is people have gone short and their stop losses, their liquidations really are up here. Now, a lot of people went long and their liquidations are down here below probably some of this structure that was built up in this area right around here, right? So price will be attracted to this area and the liquidations are down here. So there's a decent chance that price is going to flow to one of these. Let me take a look at what the algos say. And that might be all we have time for in the public live lab. Right now, price does look like it wants to continue up a bit. It does have some resistance top side, but at the moment, low time frame, it does look like price wants to head up. So what I'm guessing is going to happen here with Bitcoin is price, unless the bulls really step in, and they could. Again, it's probably going to be pretty quiet, but there's always that chance we see one of those times when the bulls just kind of step in during a quiet day and push it because it's cheap to do. So I would say price will probably grab liquidity topside here, most likely, and then head down there. That's the most likely thing, but you know what? That can change. And why the reason that can change is because the liquidity nodes can change and the whole environment can change. This is just what it looks like right now. So as price approaches this area, we might find that it deflates and heads back down to grab this liquidity, or we might find that more people put shorts on. Maybe as it starts to go down, people go short, more liquidity heads up topside, and then it reverses and heads up to grab that first. And a lot of that's going to depend on whether or not these algos stay bullish, because right now they're slightly bullish here. So that's the look I've got on Bitcoin, and that's about all we have time for on the public live lab. So come on over to algofactory.tech. What we do is we help people become traders. We help them develop their own trading plan. We help you develop your algo, which eventually, should you want to, you can actually have coded if it's developed in the proper way, and you can have that trade for you while you are not at the computer. And it's, most people really are trading manually. They're not automating, but automation is something that is possible. We can help you be on the path towards that. All right. It's actually pretty awesome. I have a couple automated algos as we speak, and it's a great thing. Algofactory.tech, trade your job, upgrade your life, and do not
join us